out mine with my light. I've got two lights actually. I've got a ring light there, and then here that was like the last thing I bought before I left New York, tiny light, and I'm kind of loving it. If you need any tips on a community named Cheryl Tan, who helps entrepreneurs, so I'll put her name in the chat. A lot of you are in, and just put the name in the chat on Facebook. So hi Lindsay, hi Rabia. I wanted to share a little mindset tip. You know, every week I've tips that come out of the book that I'm working on that's coming out in maybe 2021, actually I think in 2021. And today I want to share, hi Milen, to the turn. And this is something that, so accelerate into the turn comes from when I was learning, and I remember when I would be behind the wheel and I would see a turn coming up in the road, and it made me very anxious, like, oh my God, am I going to get around? And so my instinct was to hit the brakes because I saw this big sharp turn coming up. And I remember my driving instructor into the turn. And what that meant was, if you're looking to get around a little scary and intimidating, it doesn't have energy and gas and juice and mojo. It actually requires a state that's somewhat challenged, like we are now, for instance. You know, I feel very lucky to be here in Westport, Connecticut, in my mother's home, but of course I'm I need the internet too for school. I'm not in my usual environment. Trust me, but I know a lot of people are in a tough situation right now. And maybe just wondering, how am I going to keep growing my business? How am I going to the future look like? So by all measures, we're all right now. And what that requires is accelerating into the turn. Shift. Because our natural instinct when things are hard, right, to protect yourself, get smaller, close the doors, batten down the hatches, go back. It's totally natural if you felt like that during this time. Like, well, maybe I just won't, or maybe I won't post to social media. What could I possibly post that would resonate, right? Tone deaf. But none of that is doing what I'm suggesting. More than you usually would. And this is anytime you meet with something different. Of course, we're all entrepreneurs. This is not the first difficult thing we've ever been through. Hi, Maddie. So in this situation and in every, I want you to imagine this car metaphor where anything that comes up where you're feeling like, wow, do this, accelerate into the turn. And what that looks like, then do 10, right? Like if you were going to send a list to say, hey, I've got this new product or service. If you were going to go to one networking event now on Zoom, go to 10. That is accelerating into the turn in a challenging time. So I hope that'll be helpful. If you want mindset tips, you can go back and watch the beginning of the CEO, my YouTube channel. Just go to Julia Pimsleur Coach on YouTube and you can watch the old ones. Started talking about things affecting CEOs today. I'll do some live coaching in a little bit, but I did want to share with you the good news. Hi, Emily. People are using this time to strengthen their businesses. And the three things to do right now to use this time to their advantage is, one, to services that are slightly lower cost and things they were already selling. So people are making money. I've talked to weeks, even one just this morning who has a PR firm. She just signed on a new $8,000 client. So business is happening. Things are not at a total standstill. One of my clients lotion store open in part because they're making products, and CBD is considered part of essential business. So she had another business that was an antique store, but the value of diversified revenue streams, which is something we teach in our program, other revenue stream of the store is still open. Deliveries to people's homes, and we also talked about they're going to extend to the local hospital for the healthcare workers, and then that's also going to create with more people in her community. So how are you using this time? One active, right? You can create new products and services to sell at maybe a slightly lower. You can strengthen the infrastructure of your business. That's the second thing. It looks like getting on top of your bookkeeping, marketing funnel, email sequence you've been talking about, all those business cards into your CRM, your customer relations CRM. Finally getting a CRM, right? Spreadsheets are only going to get you so far. Attract clients and reaching out to them. And in fact, I have a group of women tonight in our new program called Thrive. We're starting today, and then we'll be adding people in where we're and helping women to develop the right systems in they can keep selling, strengthen their infrastructure, and come out of this time. Get another 8 to 10 weeks from everything we're hearing. So that's the perfect amount of time to do some of those things in your business that you've been putting off. Creating partnerships. They're reaching out to deals that they thought about doing but never really had the time to do. So those are just a few things we're seeing people do is productize their services. So companies are selling in a way that is not high margins and to their teams or even just to themselves. We have a lot of $1 million women who have a PR firm, a marketing firm, a law firm, an accounting firm, consultants, coaches, and they're sort of trapped providing really high quality services to their clients, their own sanity and their team's sanity, because every time someone comes in the door, they have to, or maybe they have programs they've already created 8 to 10 of them, and so they're just too dispersed. These programs are not, the team is always running around trying to figure out, okay, what do we sell to who and what's in that package. So an amazing use of these weeks would be to find through all of your offerings, and this is something you should probably do with a coach, and figure out which are the ones that are the most scalable, have the customers and clients you love and want more of, and then how do you market to them? Lastly, and most importantly, how do you then close them? Because I find a lot of women at bringing people to them, you do have to have a certain magnetism you're probably very passionate about what you do, so that's attractive on to you. But then being able to close business consistently, that's a skill that you can learn. I spent years learning it, taking sales trainings, and the program that is called the Sales Cure that would also be a good use of your time during this time. So these are some of the things we'll be doing in my Thrive program. If you want more information on that, at juliapim.com, and she can also give you a CEO folder, because we've created this folder in Google Drive resources for women in our community who are looking to take advantage of the loans and grants available through the CARES Act. Folder on crisis management, webinars you can attend. I'm so grateful to our advisors and board members and partners. And we update it on a regular basis. And Maddie, thanks for the group. It's been amazing, by the way. We have not missed a minute of time, only because we really feel that we want to help you thrive during this time. So we're working overtime to make sure that you can continue to thrive. And I am Valencia joined. That's great. Valencia has an essential oil based out in Texas. And this is a time that she can be building her list, new ways of marketing her essential oil, high-end product that can go into spas and hotels. So she's using this time to figure out how can I thrive, and that's a product that's something people would like to be using stuck at home. So Valencia has these rollers where you roll like under your nose or something, some like lavender scent or some rosemary scent. We've done it. So what a cool product that people can buy inexpensively and give them a little lift. You know, there are always opportunities at a time like this. And so a lot of what I'm encouraging everyone in our community to do is accelerate into the turn, right? Okay, we've got a sharp we can be doing every day to serve our clients and customers. And by the way, a whole new way that you might not even want. You know, we've been teaching online for 4.5 years now, mainly because my kids, I didn't want to build another business with a big structure like I did at Little Pim, where my team varied from 8 to 10 over the years. And so I have a very light infrastructure. We teach everything. Women are now coming over to this model, not just because of the coronavirus, but because more freedom, the ability to travel, to work from anywhere, revenue streams. So if that resonates with you, I'm going to see if Kimmy Does Real Estate wants to come on live and get a little. See, Kathleen just joined us. Welcome, Kathleen. We're live. So if you see me saying hi to folks who aren't in one of yours, then that's where I'm going. And put into the YouTube channel. Feel free to go watch it there and get some of these great mindset tips and also hear what women from Rabia, how she is practicing right now this idea of accelerating. You guys are coming back, of accelerating into the turn, because right now, but we really need to do more. And so hearing examples of how other people is helpful, and that's why I love having you guys go live. So I'm seeing if maybe Jessica Robinson, it's not letting me invite her right now. Here we go. She's saying, "I would like to hear from you." Jessica runs a cybersecurity firm, and she of serving during this time. She's been on multiple protect your computer and make sure you have the right malware. So great example. Please follow her on Instagram if you don't already. When this thing broke, she said, "Hey, we don't want your computer going down. Download this." Actually have malware. So I was grateful to her for that advice. So do you think you're doing a good job of serving, not selling during this time? Because it will give you ideas about. Let's see. Still waiting to see if we can get Jessica on. Let's see. It's waiting for Jessica Robinson. So I'm just going to be patient. In a minute. Hi, Sarah Hellstrom. Sarah is part of the new program that's launching today at 5 p.m. We'll be at the next couple of weeks. It's for entrepreneurs who want to not only survive but thrive during this time. So we're going to be how to sell products and services now that resonate, and how to strengthen your infrastructure so that of this period really, really powerful and ready to the music starts playing again. So if you're interested, DM me or email Maddie. Joy on these CEO check-ins, and I hope that hearing what other feel free to go watch the old CEO check on YouTube if you're interested. Thrive, that's starting today, and we'll be adding people over the next couple of weeks. It's more about serving than anything else right now, which is the name of the game. So email Maddie at juliapim.com if you're interested, and I will see you. So we're going to go live again just like this on Friday, and then another hour-long webinar. If you have things you want me to teach on, It was called Find the Opportunities. We can send you a link to that. Again, Maddie@juliapim.com if you want to see you. What would you like help with? Is it marketing in the new normal? Is it resonate the best during this time? Is it how do I build up my CRM? So if there's something you want on Friday, and don't forget to get your ticket for the $1 Million Women for 24th. We have some incredible industry leaders lined up to teach you services. So please join us for that. It's just mdwsummit.org. You can register now. Everyone, don't forget to accelerate into the turn. And I will see you on Friday. Great day. Bye-bye.